Testing, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Can I get a 1 for good audio? Shout out Jeremy Brulaw. I appreciate y'all. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had a few technical difficulties with my mic. I had to refresh the page. Something real simple that took a few minutes. Let's get on with the show. Back again. This video comes from Facebook. The page is by Picardi. And this is a brave young woman who decided to record a young man who was held at gunpoint. We need more people in the world like this. You don't have to know nobody to help them, especially when you see them getting violated by 6, 7 cops. Let's get into the video.
We are on the corner of Prairie and El Segundo, and they have their guns drawn on this young black man right here. Why are your guns pulled on this young man? He has no weapons on him.
So we got Hawthorne police on the corner of Prairie. They just held a young man at gunpoint who has no weapons. They got a call that it was a robbery in the area. So they seen the first black man and told him to get on his knees. Y'all know how it goes. Let's go.
We live right now. We are so live. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your last name, William? Are you gonna shoot him? Are you gonna shoot him? Okay, relax, baby. Relax, because they will shoot you. They killed my boyfriend in 2015. Yes, he was killed by the police. You're gonna shoot me too, right? For filming, right? We live. Look at that big ass gun she got on this man with no weapon. Is all that really necessary, ma'am? I'm sorry. I just need to know. Is all the guns drawn on him necessary? Excuse me, Mr. Officer. My name is Sky Kofi. My boyfriend's name was Leroy Browning, and he was killed December 15th at a Taco Bell. This is crazy to me. Look, my car is right there. It's getting gas. I don't understand why y'all got guns drawn on him right now. Are y'all about to kill this man? Like, look at these big ass guns they got on this man right now. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Can y'all just put your guns away?
She mentioned that her boyfriend was killed by police, and you can just feel the traumatism that she's going through right now as she's re-experiencing the whole event all over again, except it's just a random guy on the street who's on his knees, held at gunpoint. Hawthorne police on the corner of Prairie.
Can somebody get him? Don't move. Please don't move. Can somebody just come get him? Can somebody put your guns down and get him, please? Don't resist him, okay? Why are y'all pulling him over with so many guns and he's unarmed? My name is Sky.
Right.
My boyfriend was killed by the LA County Sheriff in 2015.
We got a call about a robbery, and he loosely matches the description. We're just detaining him, okay, while we investigate, all right? We're not saying he's a suspect, but we gotta figure out what's going on, all right? So try and relax. So we figure out. It says a weapon was involved.
So they don't know if he's a suspect. They clearly know that he doesn't have a weapon. They just took him away in cuffs. They didn't recover a weapon from him. So basically, it's violate constitutional rights first, and then ask questions later. Let the party get a chance to offer their side of the story later. But first, we're going to violate your constitutional rights up the ass. Okay? We're going to do it as much as possible and as hard as possible. And then, after we violate those rights, we'll listen to what you have to say. Hawthorne Police on the corner of Prairie, ladies and gentlemen. Shout outs to everybody in the stream and everybody in the chat, Perfect Sense, and Jeremy Brulard.
That's the only reason why he gets held at gunpoint, okay? It's just for our safety and everybody around safety, all right?
Once again, you always hear about this officer safety bullshit, okay? Now I can understand if they had a call for a robbery suspect and this person matched the description, which they always do, by the way. But this person matched the description, and I can see from, the offset that they'll pull out their guns on him just because of the call. But once they notice that he's not carrying a gun on him, what's the reason they're holding the man at gunpoint? Huh? You're supposed to hold him at gunpoint, get somebody to go over and check him. He don't have no guns on him. Put your goddamn guns away.
Just relax till we figure out what's going on, okay? Who is that gentleman to you?
I don't even know him. I'm just getting gas. Yeah, but I care that much.
I understand. We'll figure out what.
Once again, this is the guy that they got at gunpoint.
Can y'all just put... Is all that really necessary, ma'am? I'm sorry. I just need to know. Is all the guns drawn on him necessary?
So we got 1, 2, and then we got another guy over here who has a gun on him. We got 1, 2, 3, and we had a car that just went by coming on the scene. You mean to tell me not one of these officers could have ran up to him from behind to see if he has weapons? Or I guess that's not part of the policy. It's get enough men on the scene, hold him at gunpoint as long as we can, and if he moves, shoot the motherfucker center mass.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer. My name is Sky Posey. My boyfriend name was Leroy Browning, and he was killed December 15th at a Taco Bell. This is crazy to me. Look, my car is right there. I was getting gas. I don't understand why y'all got guns drawn on him right now. Are you about to kill this man? Like, look at these big ass guns they got on this man right now.
I'm shutting it down. It's pretty much over with. That's Hawthorne Police, ladies and gentlemen. The channel, once again, the video, once again, is from the page off of Facebook by Picardi. Okay, he got some heat over there. Y'all might want to go over there and check him out. It would behoove you to do so. By Picardi. The title of the video is "This Woman Deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for Her Brave Spirit." I believe so as well. More than that. There's so many sheep in the world, you hardly get anybody and pull out the camera and record stuff like this. In certain places in the country, it's automatic for them to pull the camera out, but in many places in the country, it's automatic for them to just walk on by. There you go. I'm going to shut the camera down real quick. Got another video coming up. I just want to acknowledge my people that's in the chat, which is Jeremy Brulard and Perfect Sense Resistant. Shout out to y'all standing strong. Had a little rough start, man. Something was up with my audio. I don't know what's going on with the audio, but I had to adjust that. But I appreciate everybody that's stuck in there the whole time I was trying to, make that work. Yeah. All right, next up. This one's from YouTube. Okay. The channel is called Police Compilation. There you go right there. Police Compilation. The title of the video is Confrontation Between Police and Black Photographer in Arlington. This was on December 21st, 2020. So it's confrontation between police and black photographer in Foxcroft Heights, Arlington, Virginia. New video and audio is shedding additional light on a controversial encounter between Arlington police officers and a black photographer in the Foxcroft Heights neighborhood. Body cam footage on the December 21st encounter and audio of a neighbor's call to police, which prompted the incident, were released as a result of a Freedom of Information Act request, also known as FOIA, filed by the Arlington branch of the NAACP. The media was shared tonight with Arl Now. During the call, an unidentified female neighbor tells police that the photographer, who was at the time sitting in his parked BMW, was taking photos of the gate to Joint Base Meyer Henderson Hall, as well as neighbors and people that are walking by. We confronted him and he just wouldn't engage. He's just sitting there taking pictures, the caller says. I'm not sure if that's illegal, but it's kind of creepy. The caller later reports that the photographer was smiling and walking down the street taking more pictures, and then engaging with a lady, adding that they apparently know each other. He also noted that he had a camera with a large lens. The man in question was Marlon Crutchfield, a professional photographer who's retired from the military. He was hired by a family on the block to take holiday photos. In a December 23rd Facebook post, Crutchfield said he was confronted by a neighbor, apparently the caller's husband, but declined to answer his questions. Over the years, I've had several run-ins with nosy neighbors concerned that a black man was parked in front of their neighborhood, he wrote. Well, the other day, I was in Arlington Park waiting for an appointment when a man came over and asked me if I needed any help. Of course I didn't. I informed the gentleman that I didn't need any assistance. Honestly, I was offended. Every black person knows what this means. After the gentleman didn't get the response he expected, he reached out to a few other neighbors. One of them called the police, Crutchfield wrote. Body cam footage released by the Arlington County Police Department shows 3 ACPD officers and 3 military police officers responded to the scene after the call. One Arlington police officer knocks on the door of the house in which Crutchfield was shooting photos, and also it asks to speak with him. Full description for this video with links and photos is available on Patreon. He got his information on there. Once again, the channel is Police Corruption. Let's take a look at this video.
Hi, how's it going? Hey there. Does that BMW belong to you guys?
Yeah, the photographer.
He's a photographer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, did you guys hire him to do something?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Is that his? Let me talk to you just a sec.
Sure.
Because I think you were like taking pictures or something there by a military base, so neighbors were worried. And we got called.
I don't want to
Just
take
saying
pictures because I'm on the job right now.
I get it. We're working too. It's just
Here, hear me
So
out.
he just mentioned he's on a job right now, so he's working, okay? He's earning some money, you know? So he just let the police officer, like, he looked at him kind of funny. It's like, look, let me give y'all this information real quick, because I'm on a job right now.
I'm retired.
Okay.
I was also a federal agent.
perfect.
I'm retired from that.
So
He mentioned that he was also a federal agent, and he's retired from that. Okay, he put out a business card that he also engaged in another area of professionalism, but he definitely said that he's retired as a federal agent. Wow, he's being harassed, ladies and gentlemen. He was just taking pictures of the military base. What crime is that?
you
I'm a real estate
understand.
agent.
I'm terrified. So you
and I'm a
understand.
photographer.
So you understand what we're
Shout
talking
out John
about, right?
I
Denicola.
understand that we have a very nosy neighbor that didn't see me take a picture of anything.
Okay.
That didn't see me take a picture. He saw me with my camera.
Okay.
And it's in this climate, it's irresponsible to take that position. And I'm offended by it as having a Bronze Star. You can see I'm retired. Was in law enforcement. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Man had a Bronze Star. was in law enforcement, retired. He's being hunted down by the police. He still got the camera in his hand. They knocked on the door of the house that he went into, where he's on the job. He mentioned that already. He's on the job. They knocked on the door of the house that he's into. He came out with the camera in his hand.
Ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't point the camera at the base. I'm retired.
I understand.
You saw my ID. So it's unnecessary, and this is uncalled for. You guys have any other questions to me?
I mean,
Do you have any other questions? Because at this point, there's nothing else I can tell you. All right? There's nothing else I can tell you. I'm at work.
okay, we're working too, sir. We're working too.
I understand that, but you're interrupting my job.
Okay.
You're interrupting my job.
I'm just investigating.
What's your name and badge number?
We're out of 1742.
Okay.
I'm just doing my job too, sir. Okay? We got a call about someone with a camera
Okay.
in front of military base. So we're just checking in what's going on.
And I told you, and I asked you, did you have any other
But very
questions?
rudely. I'm just talking to
Rudely?
you. You didn't let me talk at
I'm
all. You just
offended.
talked it.
I'm offended that you're interrupting me on my job right
And I'm trying to do my job as well, sir. You didn't let me talk at all.
I asked you, what did you need?
I need to get your ID. You just showed me
No, I
something.
don't.
Wow. So he already set him straight. First thing he asked him after he felt as though he was being, disrespected, he said, "What's your name and badge number? I need your name and badges." Now he's recording, and the officer had a nerve to flip it on him and say he's being rude because he hastily asked them, "Do you have any more questions?" Talking about this black man with the camera in his hand. He kind of like rushed them forward and was like, you got any more questions? Because I'm on the job. I already told y'all that. Now he had the nerve to asking for ID. The police officer had the nerve to say, "I need your ID." If he don't get up out of here with that, it's Sunday morning, so I'm gonna try to keep the expletives to a minimum. But if he don't get up out of here with that man did not commit a crime. He came out the house, and he didn't have to come out the house, and that's real talk right there. He did not have to come out the house. He came out the house to talk to these police officers with the camera in his hand that he was using to record the military base across the street. And this police officer got a nerve to ask him for ID after he already told him, "Look, I'm on the job. I was taking a few shots in the military base. Do you have any more questions? What more do you want?" This chunk got a nerve to ask for ID. Let's move on.
I don't need to give you my ID. I really don't. I don't need to show you my ID because I've not committed any crime. Do you have a right to be, right to see, right to seize? You don't have any of those things. Have you seen me commit a crime?
Right.
Has anybody seen me commit a crime?
A lot of times we don't see the crime happening, but we have to investigate it anyway,
I'm
right?
not showing you my ID. You want to take me to jail?
Right.
I'm not.
He said we got to investigate it. So that means you don't ask for ID. You find out what's going on. Why don't they ever talk to the caller? The person that called. Why they don't never go to the source? Go to the house of the person who called. Find out what's going on. If they even were, interested in getting that information from the caller, the address of, where the caller resides, or, they have to have a phone number back. So why don't the police contact the caller, the source of the call, get a clear explanation of what's going on? Oh, they don't want to do that. They just want to start turning their goosenecks all down the street and looking for the first person they can see to hem up. That's what they do. These dudes, they do not follow any kind of policy, any kind of order. They operate as a gang, and that is what they are.
Taken to jail,
Okay.
sir.
Come on, let's move
You're
on.
escalating way
I'm asking because you're
unnecessarily.
asking for my ID.
Yes.
Why do you need to run my ID?
Okay, sir.
You don't need to run my
He's
ID.
with me.
And you know what?
I understand, man.
but we got a call that's saying he was taking
It's
pictures
okay.
of the
Do you
base.
understand just how?
Okay.
She didn't say anything.
If I want to go on
Why
base, I have my
is
ID to go on base.
I know, but she just told us that you were
It's very
taking.
racist.
It is very racist.
Let
And
me
you
tell
should
you,
know
she
better.
didn't say one word, and I was with him, and I'm white, so it's a racist.
Yeah, this is
First, when
very
we got the
racist.
call,
This is
there was no
embarrassing
race
for-
involved. We just heard there was
Oh,
a
it
man with a
is.
camera.
I'm thinking she
Very
didn't say anything
clear.
about me.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Let me see what they-
I mean, let's just move on.
I just wanted to check with him if everything was okay. Like, he's the one escalating it. He's the one escalating. There was no need for that.
Wow.
Like, I introduced myself.
The police officer said he's the one escalating. No, he's the one that's being wrong. See, they use. This is what they do. They use the fact that you're upset from being wrong to begin with. So you being upset, you escalating your voice higher. First of all, you raising your voice higher is not a crime and never can be a crime, especially when you've been wronged. Okay, time, place, and manner. It's the middle of the day. He got police officers approaching him over some BS, and he's upset. His voice may go up a little, although we haven't. I'm just using it for example. Although we haven't really heard his voice go up, but he can. But the fact that he's upset and he's not complying with what they're saying, they're using that as if, okay, he's being rude. He's not doing what we're saying, and I'm approaching him respectfully. We don't care about your respectfulness. We don't care. We care about the professionalism and how you operate within the law, because you're a law enforcement officer. Okay, so all that patty cake, being nice. We care about that because we know that you're still trying to get what you're trying to get, and your ultimate goal is to get ID from this man.
I just want to check. Hey,
I think we just need to move on.
I was even surprised. He's a photographer. Great. I just want to talk to him and say, hey, just so you know, there's a military base. It's kind of, that's it.
We get it. Can we just move on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Marlon, let's go. Come on, let's finish.
He's the one escalating things.
I asked if I could leave, and you questions.
Okay, sir. Have a great day, sir. Yeah, so that's him. He's a photographer. Yeah.
Military police just pulled up all out their jurisdiction. They on a residential block. They base is up the street. What the fuck is going on? I mean, I don't know what's up with this. I can't wait. I want to go out and record a military base right now if there wasn't so much snow outside. But I can't wait to the opportunity to be able to go to the military base and set up about 3 or 4 cameras on some tripods, okay, and start flashing in their direction. I can't wait for that. All right? Because they piss me off because they think that they run the land. They so uneducated that they don't even know what's really going on. They think as soon as we turn our lens towards their infrastructure that we just violated some G14 classified situations. Nah, listen. It is totally fine for you to record anything you can see, okay? You can record anything that you can see as long as it's within your view, all right? It's up to them. It's up to them to cover that shit up. And see, now I messed up. I tried to do good. I just cursed, but oh well, here we go.
He said he wasn't, but that's the whole point I wanted to check with him because that's a military base and he had a camera. So he's a professional photographer, retired military. He was hired to take pictures from this house, and he said he didn't take any pictures of the gate, and he didn't even let me speak. He just talk. And when I asked to see his ID, he felt extremely offended. Pulled his phone, saying it was racial thing. I just wanted to check if everything's okay because it's a military base right there. That's the whole problem. So,
all right. So with that, we just need to get his information for a little call.
I got on my MDT his information,
Cool.
his address, name, and everything. I can give it to you.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah, that's him. He's extremely making it racial when it has nothing to do with race. Like he had a camera right in front of military base. That's the whole thing why I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
I got the information. Cool. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all coming up.
That group huddle right there should not have even had been right there. It should not even have existed because he shouldn't have to have explained anything to that police officer. You see how he flipped it? He tried to flip it to them. Oh, he's acting hostile. He's making it racial. Well, in this instance, it's probably not racial because it is a military base And, they'll hunt down a deer with a camera attached to them if they found out that deer was recording their infrastructure. That's just how crazy these dorks are. Okay? But the thing is that it's not necessarily racial, but he has a right to take it that way. That's his right to take it that way, no matter how wrong he is. But they're flipping it as if he's just being non-compliant and don't want to, do what the police says, which he doesn't have to do. That's the whole point. He doesn't have to do it. If he didn't commit a crime, he does not have to comply with what police request or demand. This is right. The sweet old United States of America granted that to him upon birth.
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
I'm over here. Sorry.
He's getting all irate with you.
Yeah, and he was like saying I was being racist. I'm like, dude, look at me. Are you serious? Like, I'm from Brazil.
Look at this. This one comes in, he's getting all irate with you, and he just goes right along with it. We didn't see that man get irate. We seen that man upset and he was bothered from being on the job. He was on the job. He was working. Okay? He's a photographer. He's a retired federal agent. And this officer, he's just so low IQ, he can't even just assess the situation and see that this is the man that they... No, he wants to put the ID in the system, okay? That's what they want to do. Anything for a collar because they got a quota. And they get beat down too if they don't make that quota at the end of the month. They get pressured too. And listen, man, SHIT rolls downhill. It continues to until it hits the foundation. But other than that, it rolls downhill. They got a quota they got to meet. You better believe it.
Dude,
I had a black lady tell me I'd be a racist
cow.
dang on traffic stop.
That's
That was with you.
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
Chain windows and everything. She's like,
Yeah.
so it's first.
Redacted audio. Sensitive information.
So y'all got the car. What did y'all do?
We just got a car. I think it was a male with a camera photograph in front of the military base type of thing. So I didn't care about race or anything like that. Like like nowadays it's I don't know where you're taking pictures of. Like could be like I don't know.
Taking pictures of somebody else.
Kids. It could be of
inside
people
somebody's
jogging, people showering. I don't care. Like you don't have to make it race. Like could be Asian, white, whatever call. I'm still gonna ask for your ID. I'm still gonna do the whole my job.
Yeah.
And he was complaining that I was prevent him to do his job. He was taking pictures inside the house. I'm like, man, I'm doing my job. I'm trying to do my job too. He didn't let me talk at all. Like he just bomb, and saying it was racist and all this stuff and asked for my badge. And I was like, cool, dude. Like,
yeah, I had that the other day.
Yeah.
We pulled a lady over and was towing her because she had her vehicle registration was out of date by a year and a half. And she's like, is it towed? Man.
We even give like 3 months, like waive period for you guys for them to fix it. Like 3 months, even with the MVO behind and stuff, it's more than enough.
Yeah.
But a year and a half, that's way before COVID even, dude. Like,
yeah. And that's what we told her. I said, man. She goes, well, I know it's out of date, but I don't know this, I don't drive this vehicle. Well, you shouldn't have drove it today. Yeah, that's not going to be one of the contract that's authorized
we even give like 3 months, like way period for you guys for them to fix it. Like 3 months, even with the MVO behind and stuff, it's more than enough.
Yeah. On the first street, past
Well, it looks like we got everything we need really so far.
He said he's a retired military, has a Bronze Star or something. Like, sorry, so it makes you even more understanding to why I'm doing this. Like, you should know I'm doing. So no, I was a federal agent too. I'm like, sure, you should know we're like right by the Pentagon, right by a military base. Like, we have to do our job.
Was he black?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're right up on the anniversary of what's his name? Salmi, killing Salmi? Yeah, we were on the anniversary there.
All right, I think we got everything. Cool. That we need so
Let's see
far.
what you got.
You're off for that.
I'll give you my card if you need it. Yeah, cool. All right, guys, thank you.
No. I don't need to show you my ID because I've not committed any crimes. You have a right to B, right to C, right to C's. You don't have any of those things. Have you seen me commit a crime? Has anybody seen me commit a crime?
A lot of times we don't see the crime happen,
All
but we
right.
have to investigate it anyway.
I'm not showing you my ID. You want to take me to jail?
I'm not taking you to jail.
Okay.
Come on, let's move
You're
on.
escalating.
I'm escalating because you're asking for my ID.
Yeah.
Why do you need to run my ID? You don't need to run my ID. And you know I'm right.
I understand, but we got to call the saying he was taking pictures.
You understand this?
Of a base.
She didn't say anything.
If I wanted to go on base, I have an ID to go on base.
I know, but she just told us that you were
It's
taking
And
very
that's-
racist.
It is very racist, and you should know better.
She didn't say one word, and I was with him, and I'm white. So it's a racist.
This is
First
very
one, you got the
racist,
call,
and this is
and it was no
embarrassing
racist
for
call. You
our.
just heard it was
Oh, it
made up
is.
on camera.
I'm with him, and she's
very
saying
clear.
about me.
Very clear.
I mean, let's just move on.
I just wanted to check.
This
with
is
him.
ridiculous. I have a Bronze Star. I'm retired military, and they have 5 cop cars, 3 cop cars out here for me. I'm an agent and a photographer, and this is what we get in this climate. It's ridiculous. I asked if I could leave. And you asked me more questions. You said you didn't
Have a
answer.
great day.
You too. You have to be
It was
safe.
definitely racist, I'm telling you. She didn't want to stop.
Police and fire, how may I help?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. That was crazy right there. Here's the 911 call right here, though. Listen to the 911 call.
Hi, we had a person parked on our block that's taking pictures of the Henderson Hall gate or the Southgate Road gate to the military base, as well as neighbors and people that are walking by. We confronted them and he just wanted to engage and he waved us off, but he's just sitting there taking pictures. Not sure that's illegal, but it's kind of creepy.
And you said which gate were they at?
And these are the calls that the police take. They take these calls right here. And we've seen calls like this turn out to be very, very troublesome, nightmarish, terrorizing. We've seen videos turn out where the person got killed, all because of a call just like this. Listen to what she said. Guy was taking pictures.
She didn't want to stop.
Police and fire, how may I help you?
Hi, we had a person parked on our block that's taking pictures of the Henderson Hall gate or the Southgate Road gate to the military base, as well as neighbors and people that are walking by. We confronted them and he just wanted to engage and he waved us off, but he's just sitting there taking pictures. Not sure that's illegal, but it's kind of creepy.
And you said which gate were they at?
You know the gate on Southgate and Orm?
Are they in a car or on foot?
Yeah, he's sitting in a Beamer.
What about the person? Do you have a description of them?
No, my husband's the one that talked to him. Here, I can ask him real quick. Do you have a description of the gentleman in the car? Black man, early 30s, beard. Thank you. A camera with a large lens, and then when I'm just sitting here on the porch, I can see him looking at the cell phone for other things.
Large lens means something very terrifying to people out in the public, especially the sheep. Anything large, black and large, that's a basically a code that, come on out here real fast.
Okay. All right, I'm putting a call for an officer to go there. Can I get your name?
It's just, and now he's like smiling and walking down the street.
Wow.
He's taking more pictures.
Is he heading towards the gate, or is he going towards the other way towards
the other direction?
Okay.
Yeah, he's headed towards the Sheraton Hotel.
Okay. All right. He still has the camera with him?
Yeah, he has a real camera, not like a cell phone, and he's engaging with a lady now that's in red him. They apparently know each other.
Okay. Well, I put in a call, and we'll have officers go out there and check it out and see what's going on.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. And that one, that was by the channel on YouTube, Police Compilation. Y'all can go over there and check that out yourselves. The title of the video is Confrontation Between Police and Black Photographer in Arlington. Happened on December 21st, 2020. Information to this channel and to the video will be in the description. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I do have time for one more video. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all like to see one more video, let me know and I can get that started. Give a shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Beverly Robinson Rolak, William Sharon, Jeremy Brulard, John Denicola, John Berry. Shout outs to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Perfect Sense Resistor. Beverly Robinson Brolek, she said, I was arrested once for asking a police officer, why are you being an a-hole to me? The black cop told me, if you say a-hole again, I'm going to arrest you. Of course, I pushed that button. Clink, clink. Even though my voice was calm, the cop called it disorderly conduct. When I look back on it, my freedom of speech rights was big time shitted on. But ignorance made me play. No law. If I knew what I know now, I would have fought the change. I would have fought the charge. He was the black cop with the hurt ego. That's right. And listen, people take deals for all kinds of reasons, right? And a lot of times it's not even about being ignorant to the law. It's just about ordinary life situations. What's more important, okay? Me going all the way, or me ensuring that me and my family, my home, my whole security system is safe. See, this is what these court systems and these police officers also rely on too. Time. This is why they always pushing shit ahead, because they hoping that, 18 months from now, 24 months from now, that your life situation has changed. With a word. Okay? Enough where as though you don't want to have this bullshit on your plate. And they got all kinds of ways to violate your rights and get smooth on out of it. Police officers, they go to court every day. for violating somebody's right. They in court at least 3 times a week. And they get smoothed off because the defendant got the family to raise. You dig what I'm saying? If the defendant carry this all on their back, they can destroy everything when it comes to the home security of the family. Real rad. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I haven't seen any responses of another video to play, so I'm going to conclude this. If you guys want to see me later on, let it be known in the comments or let it be known in the chat. Sunday morning groove. Sunday afternoon action. Sunday morning on the West Coast. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast. Pacific Northwest. Cali. I ain't doing much. Crazy weather on the East Coast. Crazy weather on the East Coast. Got like 16 inches of snow, 17, 18 inches of snow. I know it's high. Can't even go outside. Philly, New York, Jersey, Boston. Crazy. Y'all make sure y'all be safe out there. William Sharon, Perfect Sense Resistant. Beverly Robinson Rolack. Jeremy Boulard, John Berry, Jonathan Nicole. Be safe. Hit the lights! Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.